Okay, so there you can see the scale on the underside of the leaf. And this is from a recent acquisition, which we always quarantine. Thank God we do, because you wouldn't want that to get into all your plants, because look what it does. The yellow spots on the top there as a result of the scale. So what we've got here is I've just got a bit of alcohol. Captain Morgan's, if you're going to waste anything, go for one of the cheap brands. Don't go for something top shelf. Then we're going to really lightly on the underside. The cells are more sensitive on the underside. So just really, really lightly with the toothbrush, just go over the plant. And what we're doing, while we're using alcohol first, before we use insecticide, is because for those scale that we can't get up or off, you can see them coming off in my hand. See that on my hand? So you have to be very careful. You don't want to touch other plants either afterwards. But what this alcohol will do, I'm sure it kills some of them, but it will make them loose, as it makes them come off the leaves, which means that then you can spray it with insecticides afterwards and then kill them to really make sure that you destroy those horrible little bugs. You don't want scale. You know, this plant is actually okay, but when you get into the, if you get scale on genre like Ancilia or Cattleya, you can kill them. I mean, it really is kill them. It's really hard to get off them because of the sheaths. They've got sheaths on their canes that make it almost impossible to be able to get in between. You have to try and get every single part of the plant. Now, scale will get right down even underneath the dirt. There it is there. You see all my hands are covered in the stuff. I'm going to wipe down this bench afterwards as well. I don't want to go too hard on the underside of the leaf. Remember, it's more sensitive under there. You can do it whatever kind of motion you want. So some people would tell you to do it in a circular motion. So I find this way is the best. Now, I have no shame in telling everyone that I use insecticides because for me, they work. And I don't consider myself an organic gardener because, when you've got your own business and you've got a choice between a very big loss and or killing a few slugs or whatever it is, you're gonna go with what's gonna save your livelihood, and actually it's your investment. So I'm just going right down here. I'm getting into the cedar bulbs. I'll show you how I'm doing that in a second. Here we go. So you get right down there. That's where they hide. So when you're trying to get rid of mealybug and that sort of thing, you really want to get right down in here. It will get rid of all the caterpillars. In fact, it's cleaning up the plant at the same time. Caterpillars are their little fibrous things that are left at the bottom of cedar bulbs. They protect the growth as they're coming up, as they're emerging and growing. There we go, and then I'm going to do the rhizome at the end. This is Bulbophyllum crassipes for those of you that are wanting to know what it is. The flowers are coming off because it's at the end of its life, or the end of its flowering anyway. I'm even doing that underneath because I really don't want any of them escaping. I'm so lucky this isn't one of the sheathy ones. Now, the scale seem to attack the harder leaf Bulbophyllums more than they do some of the others. And I think I've pretty much done that for the whole plant. So now comes a bit we're going to do the insecticide. And so we're going to have to get some of the insecticide made up, aren't we? So we can do a part 2 of what we do next, can't we?